Hey guys, it's Young Cabbage, and I just wanted to kick off a new series on my channel where I show you the top 5 Pokemon of each color that I do think that you should spend time shiny hunting in PokeMMO. So today we are actually going to be talking about the color red. Now there were a great amount to choose from, but starting us off strong in the number 5 slot is going to be Makuhita. This fighting type Pokemon doesn't change all that much, but in my opinion, whoever made the decision to swap out his gray boxing gloves for the more commonly known red ones made a very good call. And if you want a Makuhita for yourself, you can simply 3 times horde encounter them in the first room in Granite Cave. These Makuhitas can be found at a 100% encounter rate and should not share this area or location with any other Pokemon. Number 4 on the list is a shiny I believe to be criminally underrated, and it is going to be Solrock. Now, I will never understand the amount of hate that this Pokemon gets. However, if you are not a fan of this Pokemon, I'm sure you can still agree that it has an amazing shiny form. Swapping its orange body for a bright red is amazing, but my favorite little detail is actually how his eyes change from red to blue, which contrasts the body even more. And if you want a Solrock for yourself, simply waterfall up the Meteor Falls waterfall, go down this little ladder, and you should only encounter Solrocks here as a 5 times horde. Now let's get into the top 3, and kicking it off is going to be Rotom. Shiny Rotom gets an amazing red body and orange electricity that really makes this Pokemon stand out. My favorite part about this shiny is that the electricity actually stays orange no matter which of the Rotom forms you use, unlike its normal counterpart. The bad part about this Pokemon is that if you want a shiny Rotom, you're either going to have to pop lures in the old chateau, which can be found in Eterna Forest, or you are going to have to egg shunt them. Now I will warn you, it is an extremely uncommon spawn, even with super lures in the old chateau. So if I were you, I would just go to the GTL, type Rotom, and buy the cheapest ones in order to start your egg hunt. It is going to be a little expensive, but for this shiny, it is totally worth it. In second place, we have a fan favorite in terms of red shiny Pokemon, and this is going to be Duskull. Shiny Duskull is arguably one of the best shiny Pokemon in the game for a few reasons. First, it changes from gray to red, which makes it extremely noticeable and cool. Second, the red color actually matches his eye, which makes for a more uniform look. And lastly, they actually have a shiny Duskull Vanity that you can purchase off the GTL for the low cost of 100 million Pokeyen. Now, you probably will not end up getting this Vanity, but if you have this, or if you happen to save up enough, I've seen somebody wearing this cape with the Duskull follower, and it looks phenomenal. Now, if you want a shiny Duskull for yourself, the easiest way to get one is going to be here at the very top floor of Mount Pyre, where you can encounter it in hordes of 5 at a 100% chance. This is actually where I ended up catching my own shiny Duskull a few days ago, which gave me my shiny Dusclops. And now the moment that you've all been waiting for. The best red shiny Pokemon available in PokeMMO is obviously Skorupi. This little bug is the best example of a shiny Pokemon made perfect. Switching its purples for 2 different reds really makes this Pokemon's color pop. Being one of the coolest additions to Generation 4 as well as the bug type as a whole, it's no wonder that he's on the top of our list. Now, they must know how good this shiny is because it is going to be very difficult to hunt. The only place it can be found is in the Great Marsh, aka Sinnoh's Safari Zone, as a very rare encounter. That's it. So if I were you, again, I would recommend going to the GTL, finding some Skorupis or finding some Drapions, and breeding. This one should be a little bit more affordable than the Rotom, but regardless, Skorupi is going to take the number 1 spot on our list for the best red shiny Pokemon in PokeMMO. But now that I have told you mine, let me know if you disagree in the comments, subscribe for weekly PokeMMO content, and I'll see you guys in the next episode where we go over the top 5 blue shiny Pokemon in PokeMMO.